So this is where the famous Faithin lives and runs a video store. That reminds me. Sometimes Lucy comes all the way to New Eridu just to see movies that feature her
Caesar, you haven't been to New Eridu much.
When we do get business in the city, we get hold of temporary entry permits. But I rarely make the trip. I was born and raised in the Outer Ring. I still prefer a place that gives you the freedom to roam.
How about we explore the city today? I'll be your tour guide. We have some time while the data copies. And there's nothing else to do while—
All right, you're the boss. We've seen the movie and had our drinks. Where should we go next?
We've got some time to spare. How about we walk around nearby? There's lots of interesting shops in Lu-
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, watch out! Stay away!
Uh-oh. That guy has a dangerous look in his eyes. Those take care of yourself, Wise. I'll... Hello, Wise?
Caesar, where are you? Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine. I already caught the guy. Oh, and besides, you weren't that concerned about me when I was dealing with ethereals before.
You sounded so serious just now. I thought something bad was about to happen.
Sorry to scare you. That guy was really dangerous for an ordinary person. He could have hurt someone. So, are you still nearby? I got totally turned around chasing him through the alleys. Hey, Wise, can you hear me? The data should have finished copying by now, and it's getting dark. Let's head back to the outer ring. Thanks for showing me around today. Seems like everywhere in New Eridu is just as busy as the old oil fields. So many strange and wonderful things. No wonder a lot of people from the outer ring want to...
Haven't you ever thought about it, Caesar? With your skills, you could apply for citizenship.
Me? Never thought about it. Even now, being here in the city, I still feel like I belong in the outer ring.
Wise, it really is you. Long time no see. I saw the note on your door saying you'd be away for a while, but I didn't expect it to be this long. Chop told me he saw you were back, so I came over to check. How?
We're doing good, thanks, Enzo. Just visiting friends for—
I happen to be one of those friends. We'll take good care of Belle and Wise.
With such a friendly host, we neighbors can rest easy. I'll leave you to it.
Is that guy your neighbor, Proxy? I always heard people in the city aren't as close to one another. But from what I've seen today, you asked if I ever thought about living in the city. I guess with so many close friends in the outer— So, if I want to really protect—
Are you talking about becoming the Overlord?
Yeah, Proxy. I've been thinking, growing up with the stories of the Torrid Inferno, I always wanted to become being the Overlord is more than just being the— Even though Pompey's men caused trouble, he stepped in and resolved the situation. I only just found out the reason the Overlord hadn't been seen for the past 6 months is because when he laid out the terms, Lucy immediately saw the benefits of the new routes for the old oil field. But Casa has been working tirelessly for the town. Compared to them, I still have a long way to go.
Don't say that, Caesar. You have your— When you found those goods in the hollow, you didn't get angry. You let Casa take them out first. At the time, we all thought Casa had betrayed us. But you still thought of the town's residents first, worrying the items would be corrupted in the hollow.
I think anyone else would do the same, right? Making sure everyone has enough to eat is— But hearing you say that makes me feel a lot better. I might not be the smartest, but like a wild boar, once I set my sights on a target, I won't let up until I— Besides, I've got a great group of friends supporting me. Now it's time to focus on Torrid Inferno. Pompey is a great opponent. This time, we'll find out once and for all.
Boss, here's the new route distribution sheet. The newly expanded freight routes have been assigned to the Sons of Caledon as per your instructions.
Yes, put it there.
Boss, you've worked so hard for these new routes. Are you really going to just hand them over?
If it weren't for Moore stealing the intelligence, I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble. By the way, Moores insists he acted alone. What do you think?
Well, boss, you know Moores was also thinking of our best interests.
You're giving me the answer to a question I never asked. But you don't seem too surprised by all this. Wanting to win isn't a bad thing. But since I'm the reigning overlord, we have to act with integrity. The Motor League's stability ensures the safety of the oil wells. If there's infighting, someone's going to get taken advantage of. By the way, I heard that you've had a lot of dealings with companies in the city lately.
That is absolutely untrue. It's just that we had some issues with the protective gear we arranged for the oil refinery. I had to find a way to handle it.
I hope so. Lucius, you're smart and ambitious, but always eager for immediate results. Don't let your cleverness backfire.
Yes, boss.
These documents never end. I've been feeling exhausted these days. Am I getting too old?
Not at all, boss. You've been talking about the Tour de Inferno a lot lately. You're clearly
Well said. Caesar may have some potential, but she's not ready to...
But boss, please don't overwork yourself for the next few days. After all, for this grand event, you need to be in peak condition.
Awaiting further instruction. Ready for combat.
Watching on TV, listen on the radio, and cheering live. It's your favorite gal, Jolly Jenny here. 30, 40, or even 50 years ago, a young man performed the miracle of diving into the flames and in just a few, new heroes will recreate the legendary...
I didn't expect so many people. I'm feeling a bit nervous.
Do what you're good at, Proxy, and leave the rest to us.
What's that thing flying around?
Good question. Eyes wide open and take a gander at this, folks. To give everyone a front row seat to this grand event. Every Tour de Inferno is, and this year, there's only an unprecedented 10-minute broadcast delay in enough chit-chat. Let's introduce this year's defending. We got the Vanquishers, Pompey, Lucius, and more. Challenging, we have the Sons of Paladon. See, the rules are simple. Charge into the hollow, reach Cinder Lake, and use the Spark Stone to blow up those pesky. Whoever completes the ritual first will be...
Overlord! The finals have been a long time coming.
You're quite confident, little girl. Do your best. And
All right, folks, take your positions. The Tour de Inferno is officially... The Vanquishers and the Sons of Paladon are neck and neck as they pass the fork. Can we expect an epic showdown in the hall?
Be careful, everyone. We're about to enter the hall.
Cinder Glow Lake? Here?
Everyone, follow this path down into the depths of the hollow. I'll monitor this route in real time.
Obstacles detected on the road ahead.
Piece of cake!
Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road
Rush
ahead.
past them!
You okay?
Not at all! My hair is full of sand!
That's what you get for being so slow!
There are more and more ether crystals around. Ether concentration levels are up too. Everybody be careful. There's a huge building over there.
Probably an oil refinery. Big Daddy told me this place used to be incredible. Oh, that was close.
Watch where you're going!
Warning. Fire detected on the road ahead. Warning. Dangerous buildings above the road ahead.
That was a tough track.
Really? Is that all you got?
Just focus on your driving, okay?
Watch out. It's getting more narrow up ahead.
Sit tight, Proxy.
What's that sound? The ground's shaking. Everyone.
Proxy! Proxy! Wake up! Are you okay? Dang, that was quite an impact. Is your...
I'm fine. How are you holding up?
I'm all right, just a few scratches. I'll live. The only problem is, it's just you and me now. When the boulder fell, the ground gave way and collapsed, forming a massive hole.
Master, due to the spatial distortion caused by the severe tremors, you have Additionally, before the rockfall, a significant release of energy was
A significant release of energy.
There were old oil facilities on that path. Did the explosion come from there? What's this? When we fell in here, I got
Dust. Now that you mention it, Eos... Wait a minute. Isn't this stuff the
What did you say, Wise? But the Outer Ring doesn't have advanced ether technology, and the city wouldn't sell such dangerous tech to the Outer Ring.
That can only mean one thing. The explosion was no...
What? Who did this? Couldn't be. But when we were at the starting line, Pompey told me to give it my all and give him a proper challenge. He seemed eager to compete.
Caesar, although we can't jump to conclusions, with an incident as serious as this, there's no way today's race... The drone should have gotten it all on camera. Bernice is watching the race. We have...
Understood, Second Assistant.
Oh, hey, Proxy, it's you. What do you call... Everything looks to be going smoothly in the Hollow, and we haven't encountered any battles so far.
Huh? Bernice, didn't you see what just happened?
What? Did something happen?
Why, something's wrong. Fairy says the footage being broadcast has been tampered with. It's not the footage from both sides has been swapped out. I don't think this is just about stopping us from winning the Tour d'Inferno.
You're right. It seems the enemy is deliberately blocking information from the and there's ether explosives appearing where they shouldn't be in the outer ring. Could they be
Are you saying Cinder Lake might be in danger?
Yes, I think Wise's guess makes...
Caesar, you're the leader of the Sons of Caledon and our client. We can try to get out of the Hollow right now and tell everyone about what happened.
You're stating the obvious, Proxy. We're heading to Cinder Lake. We can't just sit back and watch. As long as we can protect Cinder Lake, we'll
Got it. Faithin will respect and
Wait. What are you all talking about?
Don't worry, Bernice. I'll explain Wise, Caesar, you two should get going. You've got to...
Let's go, Proxy. We don't have much time.
Biosignals detected in the area ahead.
There's no end to these things!
That was Lucy's voice. Let's hurry!
Watch out!
Are you guys all right?
Boss, don't worry. We're fine. But the collapse just now was not normal. Seems like it was...
That's the conclusion we came to, too. Looks like someone is trying...
Wait! If you're going to Cinder Lake, you...
Note, I've already detected the...
That's great news! Proxy, take...
Ready.
Flames?
Obey me!
This way. There's a spatial fissure nearby.
Biosignals detected nearby.
Let's go take a look.
It's Morse. That's weird. Why isn't he with the Overlord on the...
Boss, that guy just now was holding a pair of binoculars. He seemed to be looking at something at the foot of the mountain. It's where the explosion happened.
Moors, what's your status? Have you seen the Sons of Caledon? Where have they gone to?
Reporting in, boss. I've been monitoring their route as instructed.
Still haven't seen them. Those young'uns know how to
Boss?
Mors, of course the Overlord is fine. Didn't you see him?
Lucius, enough trying to suck up to me. After all these years with me, you still haven't gotten over those bad habits of yours. As a biker and second in command of the Vanquishers, you aren't fit to lead with...
Boss, I get what you're saying. I've always been slow to learn. If it wasn't for you, I would never have even seen the shadow of Cinder Lake.
Enough. In the past, you would have fled at the mention of the Tour d'Inferno. But now you've insisted on coming along. Mors, keep an eye on the Sons of Caledon.
Not good. The Vanquishers are way ahead of...
But by the sounds of it, Pompey knew nothing about the...
Is it just me, or does something feel off about Mors? The explosion at the foot of the mountain just now caused a huge landslide. You can see the rising smoke and dust from here, even without binoculars.
Roxy, you're onto something. Seeing something like that would usually cause alarm. Even if Mors was sent to spy on us. It's still weird.
Hey, Caesar, pipe down!
Huh? Who's there? Tremble.
Mors, time to surrender.
Not gonna happen!
Leave everything to me.
This isn't good. He's trying to get away!
Mors, you coward!
Boss, he escaped through the fissure.
Mors must have had something to do with the explosion back there. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Now's not the time for this. Focus on dealing with the ethereals in front of us.
The Sons of Caledon talked a big game about having a showdown, but this has been disappointingly dull.
Boss, you might have a soft spot for that Caesar, but it's their own fault for being so useless.
But dull can be a good thing. At least we won't have to worry about Cinder Lake for a few years. What's with all these ether crystals coming out of nowhere?
The ether aggregation catalyst can accelerate the crystallization of free-floating ether particles. This is tech developed by City Enterprises to increase ether production, and it works wonders in the unique environment.
Lucius, do you mean you...
That's right, Pompey. I've replaced your spark stone. Cinder Lake will be complete. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot to mention. When using this catalyst, the nearby ether concentration, especially for those with a weak aptitude for ether, it will have serious consequences.
Lucius, how dare you? You won't get away with this!
How dare you give me another scar! You monster! Despite being so corrupted, you still have this much strength!
To think I ever had such high hopes for you. I was blind! Do you understand the impact of colluding with the city's ether cup?
Did you really think we all shared your old-fashioned ideals of freedom and morality, boss? The weak and the worthless have no place in this age. With the power of ether, I will establish a new order in this leaderless outer ring. A kingdom completely under my control! What is it?
Boss, we found the Sons of Caledon. They're about to reach...
What? All those explosives didn't take them out? We have to retreat for now. Seeing Cinder Lake snuffed out would have been a 90, but now it's down to a 60. Sorry, boss. Time to say goodbye. At least you'll be out of your misery. Wait a minute. I just remembered. Weren't you disappointed you couldn't face the Sons of Caledon?
Warning. A significant increase in ether concentration.
What? What's going on?
There aren't any cameras near Cinder Lake, so we can't be sure. But it's definitely... Damn! Does that mean we're too...
No matter what, Lucy. We have to get there as fast as we can. Proxy, where are our bikes?
The Fisher took them to a place not too far away. Come with me. Ferry, how's the situation at Cinder Lake looking?
Rising ether concentration levels detected. I have also detected that Cinder Lake's heat signature is shrinking.
I knew it! Cinder Lake is in trouble.
We're almost there. Our rides are up ahead. We're almost there. Cinder Lake is just ahead. Caesar, that's...
Old man! Hang in there!
The corruption is too severe.
Caesar! Something's wrong with Cinder Lake! There are ether crystals everywhere! What on earth happened here?
It's Lucius. He betrayed me.
We'll get you out now! We can deal with the rest
There's
later!
no time! Caesar, listen. You must protect Cinder Lake.
Oh man!
That's right. So long as the oil runs out, he can do whatever he pleases.
Warning. Rising ether activity detected.
His attack mode has changed. Watch out, everyone!
Out of my way, old man! Hope this keeps up.
The enemy is exhausted. Hold on a little longer.
Are you guys okay?
Caesar, don't worry about us. Just think about winning. This is the only way for the Overlord to rest in peace.
Understood. Leave it to me. brave, fear nothing.
Come on, just a bit more!
Boss!
I'm here. I'm fine.
We finally did it.
But Cinder Lake, in a few minutes it'll be completely extinguished.
How ironic. Even with the Sparkstone, it's too far away. There's nothing we can do.
Without oil, what does Lucius plan to do with the old oil field?
Unless a miracle happens.
I'll get the Sparkstone there.
What? Wait. No. Caesar, you can't be!
Caesar! Have you lost your mind? You'll die! Caesar! Caesar! If we can't stay here, we'll just leave!
You're right, Lucy. Even without oil, we can still make a living somewhere else. But what about the people who don't have a choice? I'm sorry, but this is what I have to do. Don't look at me like that, because I'll start to feel afraid.
There's an abnormal spatial fluctuation nearby. It's like something is coming our way.
It's not over yet. Where is it?
We meet again.
Wise, everything's packed. We're ready to head back home.
Proxy! Good thing you haven't left. I almost missed seeing you off.
Caesar, I told you, you shouldn't have rushed over here. With everything that's happened in the old oil field, you need to be there to keep—
I told you I'm just the acting overlord that day. Even though Pompey threw in the Sparkstone that was replaced by Lucius, he was the first one to reach the finish line.
Caesar, speaking of Lucius, any news?
Nothing yet. We haven't found his man Moores either. That no-good snake. We sent Bernice and looking through the stuff he left behind. We found evidence that he was colluding with an ether corporation in the city. Combined with EOS's recordings, Proxy, I didn't get to thank you after leaving the Hollow. We saved Cinder Lake thanks to you.
Couldn't have done it without you, Caesar. When Cinder Lake was about to go out, I almost gave up hope. All I could do was watch as he rode away, getting further and further from us.
Hey, don't get emotional on me. I was saved by the fissure hidden under the vent. Isn't it crazy how that went down?
A friend who's an expert on this said that due to the complex air currents around the fissure, ether particles are unable to stabilize. Due to the balance between the natural gas and the ether particles, the fissure won't be moving anywhere. It's probably been there for decades.
Diving into the fiery sea, the hero returns valiantly. When the first Overlord reached the lake, maybe that's where he jumped in too.
Who'd have thought the legend of the first Overlord was true? Well, this was an unexpected discovery.
People back then didn't know about the fissure, and the first Overlord probably forgot what happened to him. So that's where the divine intervention part of the legend came from.
True, but isn't the existence of a fissure right in the middle of
Do you remember what happened after you fell into the fissure?
Parts of it, but it's hazy. I thought I was done in the darkness. I thought I would lose consciousness pretty quickly. But I could then. I saw a light in the darkness and instinctively pulled back on the throttle and sped to— Next thing, I came out right on top of you all.
It was unbelievable. After you said, "We meet again," the next thing out of your mouth was, "Lucy, if I die, the Sons of Caledon are yours."
She's always had her eye on taking over as the leader of the Sons of Caledon. And in that moment, I thought she'd be relieved. But that lunatic jumped up, shouted, "I don't want your leftovers!" and straight up slapped me in the face.
That was pretty wild. Lighter and...
My face was even swollen the next day. You guys all had a good laugh about it. But this time, I really worried you all. Since you're heading back to the city, let me give you...
Wow, a sunflint!
Yeah. All of the Sons of Caledon chipped in. It's a shame I didn't have time to help with the weaving. I just drew the design in the middle.
Thanks. I'll take good...
You're always welcome in the Outer Ring, Proxy. May you...
The sound of Caesar's motorcycle has completely faded. It looks like we're about to leave the Outer Ring.
As expected of the new Overlord. So reliable. It's really cool that they escorted us all the way to the edge of the...
Thinking about how Cinder Lake was almost extinguished, And now we're laughing and driving home. It feels like a dream.
What's wrong, Belle? You sound a little emotional.
Although we could only prove the fissure in Cinder Lake exists from its effects, apart from Caesar's bold gamble, there really was no other way to save it. But watching Caesar fall, that feeling of helplessness, I never want to go through that again. Just like that time.
Belle.
Wise. No wonder we're family. You must be thinking the same thing I am. Right, this is the edge of the city. Eos and Fairy are here too.
Master, you have deviated from your course.
Don't worry, Fairy. We are going the right way. The road...
We're here. Let's go.
Come on, Eos. Don't forget your scarf.
It feels like we haven't been back in a long time, Belle.
Fairy, do you know where this is?
Search complete. This is the center of the chasm at the edge of New Eridu. The chasm, which preceded New Eridu, was the product of the large uncontrolled hollow disaster in Eridu, often called the Fall of the Old. To deal with the out-of-control Hollow Zero during the fall of the Old Capital, Eridu's leaders at the time detonated the 14 Shiryu pillars from the southwest. The power of the explosion sparked a strong geological chain reaction.
That's right. There's nothing in the chasm that can be corrupted, so Hollow Zero can't convert more etheric energy to expand, which prevents...
New Eridu could only be built without it. If you keep driving from here, you'll end up on the road to the northern side of Eridu, which is really close to the throne quarter. Within 10 minutes, you'll come upon a massive statue.
that belongs to the White Star Institute. Turning left before the statue takes you to the former main road number 7 of the Minerva Quarter. On the left side of the road were all the old civilization antique shops that Wise liked to go to. He was just a kid back then, and always fell for fake antiques.
And on the right side of the road were all the dessert shops and snack stores that Belle loved. I couldn't resist Belle's whining and ended up buying more treats than she could ever finish.
I couldn't finish them? As soon as any snacks were placed on the table, everyone would grab them up with...
How could I forget? So, at the end of main road number 7, after you pass 2...
Our teacher is right there. She'll be at the entrance with Eos, waiting for us.
The Helios Academy. That's our real home. It's there now as well, just across the chasm, deep inside Hollow Zero.
Teacher, we're back. It's been a while this time, and...
Master, Second Assistant, please allow me to express my condolences, should you wish. I can search for her name and accurately...
Carol Arna.
That name was not found in the database of victims from the fall of the old capital. Only one matching was resulted in the uncontrollable Hollow Zero, leading to the great tragedy of the fall of the city. The main culprit, Senior Reese... Speculation. The name provided earlier was incorrect. Or...
No, it's no mistake. The person officially responsible for the fall of the old capital is Carol Arna.
She was our teacher.
She taught us, raised us. The HDD system and EOS are among her many achievements. Fairy, didn't you ask us why we wanted to investigate Hollow Zero? This is our reason.
We became proxies so we could collect enough observation data to one day head back to where Helios Academy once stood, deep in Hollow Zero.
We're confident that if there are clues anywhere, it's got...
Belle and I are prepared to swear on our lives that our teacher isn't the one responsible. We have to uncover the truth about the fall of the old capital and clear our teacher's name. She's innocent, because...
Warning, an unknown entity has been detected.
Huh? Now? Who would come?
You're the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi.
That's correct. And you're the leaders of the independent investigation team with the
We're honored you remember us. But being bested by...
I am training to be the first to reach the Chasm Memorial.
So you're here to pay your respects?
Yes. My mother.
My condolences. I hope you can
Thank you. But I don't intend to find peace.
You don't want to?
Indeed. I shall not seek peace until all those responsible for the fall of the old capital are apprehended. I'll catch them all. None will escape.